We'll call the finance committee to order. First item on the agenda is the approval of February 2nd minutes.
So
Is there a
moved.
motion?
So moved. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passed. Financial update. Mrs. Hebert.
So as of right now, 65.38% of the school year has passed, and we've spent 56.9% of our allotment, and they will come back in April and let you know what the surplus is.
Okay. Any questions in regards to the financial update? Okay, seeing none, we'll move on. Financial items from personnel, we didn't have any. Right? Okay. So we'll move on to financial items from building. First item on the agenda was the bid for Northeast Climate for the mini splits at McClellan in the amount of $18,420. Is there a motion?
So moved. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Next item on the agenda is the concrete for the baseball pad breaking thing. For Mr. Todd, you spend up to $11,300.
So moved. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? I would like to ask Ms. Hebert if you could forward this to Mr. Pusey if it's available, any excess funds in April, that this become a priority so we don't have to tap that concrete line out for Mr. Toddy. Okay? I think $11,300 for a long-term investment that benefits two sports and infrastructure has been very outdated. It makes sense if we can figure out how to pay for it and not tap out the concrete line, let's do that. Not an actionable because we don't know if we have it, so I'm just asking her to look at it. Next is the motion to approve the bid amount of $36,010.11 from batting cages in Everson, Washington for the, what's the name of that system, Tom?
Mastodon.
Mastodon batting cage system.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? And just a reminder, the insurance company covering $36,100. Okay? I think that was it from building, right? So, item number 4, Ms. Hebert, if you could.
Item 5.
5?
Final.
Oh, crikey, yeah, 5,
Five.
sorry.
So the firewall replacement bid, they're looking to replace the firewall, the CIC department. They're looking to go with the Porterhouse technology. The money would come partially from a grant, and the other part would come from E-rate, which offers discounts to schools to obtain affordable access to internet and Wi-Fi and technology. And depending on the need at your school, how many free and reduced lunch students you have, they offer discounts anywhere from 20 to 90%.
Wow, good. No, if I could ask one question.
Yeah.
CIC's quantified this not to be problematic with our current infrastructure?
Which part? The firewall, like what is the
Would only be
firewall?
into our server, right? So it's not going to cause any problems?
Nope, the firewall is just so that people can't get to certain websites.
Gotcha.
That's all that's what this is.
Okay.
It's not increasing the Wi-Fi.
Right.
It's
right.
not, it's
No,
not fixing the
security
server
net.
or the
It's a security
Wi-Fi.
thing, right, totally good. I wasn't sure if it was for our inbound security or outbound security.
Mostly outbound, so
Gotcha.
students
Okay.
can only access certain
Totally
websites.
understand.
Yep.
All right.
So you said it was partially funded by a grant and then E-rate. Do we know what what would qualify for E-rate? Or
I don't
Is that-
have that, but when I met with them to discuss it today, they weren't asking for money. They were saying between grant and E-rate that it would be covered.
okay.
That's-
Okay. All right.
That was what was shared with me.
I love the big zero. All right, so I need a motion to approve Core Horse Technologies amount of $342,210.
So moved.
Second.
Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Okay, 2024 budget update.
So that's,
Has everybody got this little sheet here? Sandy got one there? Okay, Ms. Hebert?
So, last month when we met, it was, the amount at the top, 630,883 was approved.
Yep.
That came from special services and instruction, so that would be added. Then when you go down to the next one, anything in parentheses is a reduction, and the other ones are additions. So Munis is the system that we use with the city to pay bills, and there's an increase in the licensing. The food cost line was underfunded, so now they're looking to increase that funding as costs have gone up. W&S is waste and sewer, vehicle fuel. The other ones are reductions. The nursing subline, so when a nurse is out sick, trying to find subs for them that are qualified and have that type of certification.
Yep.
It's been overspent. This year, we just overspent, so they're looking to increase that line. Additional site review and costs associated with the new school. Legal costs. Auditor fee, that came from the finance department. You have to pay the auditors. And then adding money to the superintendent's general supply line.
So a total reduction of 53K.
Yes. And then when you go down to the next one,
Yep.
there's where we were fixing those salary lines from your last meeting, where we were February, the changes from the committee meeting, and it would still be 1.25 under the tax cap.
Right.
That number probably now changes because of what you just did in budget.
Right.
So as
But
of
we didn't.
as of
we didn't
3:30
spend
today,
$1
that's
million.
what this was.
We didn't spend $1 million, I
Yeah.
think we're okay. Sandy, do you have a question?
Yeah, what is a manual plug?
What are you talking about?
No, that's a good question.
Oh, Ms. Ebert, can you explain?
Yeah.
So manual plugs, when they manually enter something into the system, that means it's manually entered in the Munis.
So what-
Type it
And
in
what's the
there.
plug?
That's just a term that's used, it's not an actual, like,
No,
so what happens is, when you're planning out the budget and he says he's gonna retire, like, you plan for that, and what happened was some of the positions got put in twice, and that was because
Okay, so
the
it's
city,
Plugged in, plugged
yeah,
out.
yes,
Okay,
yes,
okay.
the city automatically put them in,
Yeah.
and then Sam put them in, so there was
Yeah.
twice, so they went and they
Got it.
fixed it.
That's how we got to the 1.8. It wasn't a slush
So-
fund, as some called it. It's
We'll
a-
amend this number at full board to show with the revisions we made this evening,
Okay?
so the board can approve it then.
Mhm.
But I will take the line 6 budget update to date. I would, because we don't have a corrected number, do we, Matthew?
Well, $76,000 is all you, under CIP, that you increased.
And
So
we decreased the bonded, right?
bonded doesn't affect.
It doesn't
your
affect the,
budget.
because it's not an.
Because it doesn't come out as this.
Right, because it's not an
Haven't done
operation.
any action,
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
operating budget. correct?
Yeah, it's an operating budget thing, so,
So, hold please. I'm doing that.
I don't know.
You increased it 92,000,
What was that?
Can't hear you.
increased it 92,000.
He's doing the math, he's gonna tell me and I'll make a motion.
Oh, I subtracted. Good lord.
Your phone's got a calculator on it, dude.
Did you say 75 or 92?
76 on top of,
Oh, cash, yeah.
60 plus 16?
Oh, 76,000.
76,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Can I just say as listed plus 76,000, you want
No,
me to
you
say?
gotta be exact.
Good random.
I should. Hello?
How would you like it if your account was short?
Yeah, I think you appreciate when my numbers are
Right.
right. 1356014.
1356.
014.
Thank you.
Bingo.
Okay. So I'll make a motion for the FY 2024 budget to recommend a full board from building.
Hold on. I have an audit over here that doesn't like to speak up publicly.
You two can't sit next to each other anymore. Give them a measure tape, watch how that goes.
Oh, I had a 2.5, not 2.8. Never mind, Matt can't add.
It's 1,326,014.
326, okay.
My
So-
Sharpie made that at me.
Okay, so I'm going to make the motion, because in personnel, we didn't change anything. So I'll make the motion to recommend to the full board for the personnel budget to be approved.
A second.
There's a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. I would also like to make a motion to the full board for the building budget to include the $76,000 increase to the cash CIP line as amended, plus the budget as presented.
Second.
Okay? Good, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay. I would also like to make a motion that we reduce the bonded CIP as presented in the minute to the 2.1, what was the dollar?
2.16.
$2.16 million bonded line.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All right, the reason I did the bonded separate is because it's a reduction. The previous budget plus the cash increase is why I did them separate. Everybody understand my thought process there? Good. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Okay,
You said as presented.
as amended, I said presented?
It did say presented. Amend the motion previously.
I tried, you kind of shut me down.
I didn't shut you down, I thought you were good. All right,
You thought you were being like him.
yeah. So which one do I have to fix?
Both.
Both?
The building budget
And
and
the
the
increase?
personnel budget, you said as presented.
You need to, first of all, you have to vote that all motions are now pulled off the table and represented. Then you make a motion to say for both, everything as presented, or as amended.
As amended.
Amended.
Okay,
Almost did it.
so
So,
make the motion.
I can't. I'm not on your committee.
You suck.
No. You did sign me.
So what do I have to say?
We have the budgets in front of us, so they were presented.
Right, but I got, it has to be
Can
amended.
you amend it?
Changed it.
No, then make a motion to switch the word presented to amended.
That's right.
I'll make a motion to change the word from presented to amended.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Now that I completely butchered that, none of it's gonna hold.
Jerry's got it.
Goes with intent.
But it has all the.
You guys are all.
Okay.
I'm trying.
However he wrote it down.
I'm coming back to you to make
The
sure.
intent.
Yeah, okay. And then 5-year,
You have, your work is that this committee's focus is now the capital reserve funds for facilities, special education,
Yep.
as well as the bidding process, as there's now changes in society using electronic, and you also work at software review and redundancies. So now your job is to work on that, and I would recommend your presence at the next board meeting, the 5-year committee, to then review what the process will be. We'll see it in March.
all right. Anything else? We have no public for public comment. Anything under other?
I want to say something just.
Do it.
No, I'm not.
Come on.
Yeah, I'd rather go home.
Fine. Anybody else? Nothing? Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All's in favor?
Aye.
All right.